Okay, Blasianeers and Blasianettes. So AMC just announced that Fear the Walking Dead is getting a season 3. And I was literally thinking to myself, I'm having some concerns because it's been, fans of The Walking Dead have been really iffy about this Fear the Walking Dead, and they're like, some people were saying, I'm not really gonna watch season 2, and others were like, the season 2 premiere is pretty boring. I don't know if I'm gonna continue watching, and it's like a little bit of both. It's like mixing all together, but you gotta admit though, that opening scene in the season premiere was pretty freaking awesome. Like where the world they once knew is being destroyed before their eyes, and now they're entering the zombie apocalypse. Like they're literally a part of it now. Like from just going off, drifting off the shore on the Abigail yacht and watching the pre-apocalyptic world burn to the ground. And that's what makes the that's what's interesting about the season premiere, like where it enters the that they're entering a whole new environment now, like where it's like the season 1 is just dumb, it's like slowly falling apart, like in season 1. And in that season 1 finale, it's like, it's like there's no going back from that. I mean, like there's no escape. It's inevitable. The inevitability is expanding. You know what I mean? But now now they're literally in the zombie apocalypse now. Like, that's what season 2 felt like to me. And I know some of you thought that it was pretty dull. Like, oh, there's still it's them grieving over Liza and seeing how how that impacts Chris, and how does that affect his relationship with Travis and so on. I mean, like, I get it. Some of you are bored with that, but I was curious about that. I mean, like, if they haven't shown any of that at all, I'm like, okay, like, what the fuck? I mean, like, I want to know what it's doing to Chris. I want to know what it's doing to his relationship with his father. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it. It was a lot of it seemed pretty filler to most of you, but it's all about character development, in my opinion. Like, especially with Chris and Travis, and seeing how Nick is drifting away from his his drug addiction, and like how he's becoming a different person now, like where he may find a new addiction along the way that's like less I guess life threatening. Well, maybe not so much because it's the zombie apocalypse, but at least he's away from the drugs. He's like like officially off of it. That part of his life has been destroyed along with LA. So and they get an idea that there's gonna be there's a human threat out there at the end of the episode. But some of you may think, including me, I guess the first human threat they came across was the National Guard. In a way, I guess you can count the National Guard, in season 1, like when they had them in quarantine, and only to ditch them, after the bombs were dropping, like, oh, deuces. So I guess they're the first human threat, I guess, or maybe. I mean, I don't know. I guess the first real human threat that they will come across will be at some point in season 2, and I definitely believe that that the best of season 2 is yet. It's on the way. I mean, I know it's like you saw in the previews, all that it's there. It's coming soon. So I mean, some of you just gotta be patient. I mean, and it's amazing because it was renewed for season 2 before the season 1 even aired, so they got lucky. And this time, they have the cast and crew has an angel watching over them, because I'm like, wow, everybody's not really excited about this season so far, and it just started. Like, I mean, be patient, guys. I can see if season 2 is over and you're like, oh, that was really boring, but come on, I mean, seriously. I mean, I have to defend this show a little bit. I mean, I get it. It's not as great as The Walking Dead, to some of you. And some of you may say, yeah, it's better. It's different. Da, 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 da. But I don't think it's better, but I think it's as good. It's like, it's pretty close. But I thought the season premiere was good for what it was. I thought it was better than the pilot episode. The pilot episode felt a little bit more filler to me. Like in some cases, this not so much because they touched base on what I was curious about, like how does losing Liza's death, how does that affect Chris, and how does that affect his relationship with Travis, and how are other people adapting, and how is Daniel adapting without the fact that his wife was she died, and that Ophelia that his actions or Travis's actions basically his actions and Travis's actions got Ophelia shot pretty much, and all that stuff, and how can you trust Strand and whatnot, and all that stuff, and it's still it's keeping you interested. Like, I'm glad that they didn't show like, oh, do we trust Strand or do we not? Like, what is he about? Like, why is he letting? Why did he let us on his yacht, and why is he not letting anybody else on the yacht? And why are we the lucky ones? Why did he let us on the yacht? Like, I'm glad they didn't show us that yet. They're keeping it up in the air just to keep the the season fresh and keep it tasteful. Like, where they just give us little samples of what of the treats that we're gonna be getting in season 2. You know what I mean? But hey, I mean, it still has my attention. I mean, I have no intentions of boycotting the show. I mean, I may not react to it, but I'll at least do reviews on it. I may react to it. I don't know, but it's a possibility at this point. But I will definitely be reviewing it. So I will be here talking to you guys about each episode. Whatever I thought was boring or good or okay or etc. All the above. So there you go. So, I mean, it gets to season 3. So are you excited? Were you really that bored with season 2? I don't know. Just let me know. Share your thoughts on the comment section on season 2 so far. And if you enjoyed this topic, thumb up this video. Make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.